All right. My crazy thoughts again. You start to think about what this is about with this COVID 19. And, there's lots of conspiracy theories out there too. And there's a lot of truth. But what's very interesting is, in amongst all the fake news, what is the world going through? And it's interesting because this is a worldwide refining fire. We've seen there was a there was a joke I got told by Jane that it's kind of worldly, but at the end of the day, it was very funny. When your kids come home, when your kids come home now, and the mothers have to start teaching. For years you say it's not the kids' problem, it's not the kids' problem. Well, within the first 2-3 weeks of homeschooling, you know who the freaking problem is. It's not always necessarily the teacher, but there's a little bit of truth. But at the end of the day, that's all bring them up in the way they ought to be. But the whole world, not just Manitoba, like Africa, India, China, everybody's been going through this whole thing. And I guarantee with everything shut down, I heard the other day that it was like a 40% divorce rate already. One of my secular world buddies tells me, he says 40% of more ladies are on POF right now. And I'm like, I don't need to know that. Whatever. At the end of the day, he could be right. Could be right. And it's interesting that when we were talking about separating the wheat from the chaff, boy, you sure see the fruit that go along when you walk into places. And, especially over the last couple of weeks, it's been interesting. Boy, lots of people, you can real see who the grumpy ones are. No fruit, just frickin' just not good morning, even if you have to stand 6 feet away. I mean, I chose not to. I don't believe this is the big one. I believe it's all manipulation and control. But it's interesting. It's still worldwide in that it's a refining fire. Lots of fights going on. Apparently, the shelters in Winnipeg, Manitoba are overwhelmed. So I would guess that means across the world, they are probably overwhelmed. There's a lot of refining fires going on right now. And it's interesting as the days roll on. I think we're almost ready to start up, but that's my crazy thoughts. I mean, I see it. Sometimes I don't even know if I should believe it. Later.